What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet. It's what I found at the octagon, you know.
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet. I only know the pentagon.
Oh my, I can't believe I had to explain that now.
I also know hexagons. Dodecahedrons are a little out of my grasp, though.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means.
An eight-sided shape.
Ah. If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Bravo, you know basic geometry.
Close enough.
Oh, wait, no, what did he actually say?
Basically what you said!
Oh.
Well, sort of. Basically
No,
what you said, but actually complimentary in the Nagito way.
Fair enough. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Place befitting the name Octagon, it's probably...
It's the first floor of Strawberry House, isn't it? That's the elevator.
Oh.
First floor of Strawberry House. Twitch.
Maybe
Strawberry
the...
House is the Octagon.
Wait, was that the sound of a gun clicking? What was that noise?
I think I had a little misunderstanding. No, that was Rhino's mic.
Maybe outside?
You can't click outside.
I can only when the thing like pulses like that. That means I can click the area. The bottom floor is only 6.
Yeah. So where would an 8-sided one be? I thought, considering where he literally took the picture from, I would think it would be like either the first floor or the top of Grape House. Yeah. See, there you go.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room. Why is that place the Octagon? I briefly forgot I voiced him.
You know how the 4-sided Strawberry House is on top of the 6-sided Grape House? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
So technically an octagon.
Technically an octagon. That's basically the gist of it.
More like something from Geometry Wars.
The true identity of the octagon is at the secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
And the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
It's the building, isn't it?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
I just imagine Monokuma being like, I mean, I actually had, like, a freaking rocket launcher in there, that's what the ultimate weapon was, but, I mean, like, yeah, you can do the metaphor thing if you want.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon, such a spectacular crime. Whee!
I think I'm understanding it now.
Whee! Wheat.
Did you do that?
I'm glad we let it go all the way.
it's like when you like take the time to slowly like tie something around and then you let go and it just.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
It's a fucking building.
I mean, there's an elevator with an open ceiling, so.
The Funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? What?
I think they put Nekomaru to sleep on the upper floor of the tower, tied him to the fucking pillar, and then opened the other door so the elevator moved down, and he dragged the pillar onto himself.
That doesn't make
sense. No, because the fragments were underneath him. Plus, it also doesn't explain how his oil ended up on the tipped-over pillar so far from where he was.
Well,
I do think you're right. I think you're. What I'm thinking, I don't know necessarily how they did it. I think they did it in such a way that he was tied up at the top, elevator went down, and then he fell onto the pillar.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it fell over, and why his oil ended up there, and why the pieces were underneath it, because he fell on the pillar, it fell over, he fell off the pillar.
Hey, Max, could you look at the door handle for a moment?
I went past it, didn't I? Oh, no, there it is.
Details.
Screws at the base are pulled out, and there are some scratch marks on the knob. Oh, maybe that's how they tied him up. They tied him to it using the wire, because it does have the loop there.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I don't really see how a simple doorknob would have held him up for even as long as it did, especially when it's a fake door. But
I mean, did you not remember him tugging on it earlier?
Tugging?
Remember, he was trying to yank the door open.
I guess it's true, yeah.
So it could handle some amount of abuse.
I'm wondering then in that case, I'm worried the opposite. How did it break?
Because the screws got stripped. It was only 2 screws holding up an entire robot.
Ah. Okay.
So yeah, I think.
Or maybe it was the doorknob that he was yanking on. I don't know.
Because remember, it was the great door that he was tied to, and that's the one that's at the top of the building.
Yeah, that's the one that's in the back of Strawberry Tower, whereas in the back of Grape Tower is the one with the strawberry picture, right?
Yes, I get that. But
But now we have the question of how they got him there.
I mean, literally, all he had to do was go in there, and then they would be like, and sleep time.
But how would he get? I don't think he would.
He would let anyone. There.
I don't think he would have just let anyone do it. Are you saying he did it himself?
No. I'm saying he walked in there at like 5 o'clock, and then I think someone with a hamster maybe pushed a button because the hamsters can push buttons.
Maybe.
How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And
where did all these voices in my head come from? And why are they arguing over each other?
And
why not know what to say?
And who is the killer who did that?
Right there. Looking very suspicious. No, it's not Uchiaki. It's Sachi Uchiaki. Trust us.
Why is Nekomaru's picture inaccurate?
Because that was him before the robotization.
But he died as a robot.
They still died.
Who he was in life.
Trial. Suspend!
Well, we're making decently quick progress. Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami.
I can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Then let me say it right away.
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Monami is a serious Stufatli.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stufatli, huh?
That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack. Incorporating all 3 of these would be... Ta-da! Stufatli.
There's a fat hidden in there?
That's the most obvious part!
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatli.
Monami is a serious Stufatli.
You kind of said that wrong. It should be Monokuma is a series too flatly.
No, I think I said it right. Oh, resume!
No, you said it wrong.
Are you really?
Hope your day is well.
Right, recap.
Trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state just won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back so-what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeah! Yippee-ki-yay! But be careful that your batteries don't run out, for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Thanks for the reminder.
You
Oh wait, no, that's literally what we just did. I just don't even pay attention at this point when saving. I just mash my way through.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept the situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Bullshit!
Now.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes. But I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract? What's that mean? Is that something you can eat?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods per usual. There's no such thing as a murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Sure.
I don't believe you. I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know?
Akane, you're drooling waterfalls!
That was not a euphemism.
Nagito. As usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Hey, Hajime, you still offering up that arm? Let me eat your arm.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think? Head trauma. Next.
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. What was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Falling.
Falling.
Ah! That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling.
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make up things when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place? It might be possible in a tower.
Holy shit, Akane has an idea.
You can push them off the fourth floor when the elevator's on the first floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell. Burn! But my gut is going crazy right now.
Guys, I think she discovered her intuition.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next.
Alright, what minigame we got?
I'm pretty sure it's just... Yeah, it's just the regular thing.
Probably broken.
Train feet. It might be broken doorknob.
Yeah, alright, let's take a look and see what there is.
When the elevator's on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor, huh?
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then how about this? After locking Nekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Okay, probably goodnight button on that. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Do we have the goodnight button?
That must be the threshold of that elevator. Did I just call it an elevator?
Yes. I need to make it clear so they understand Nekamaru fell to his death.
Padre, you want to trip on the elevator?
There's a goodnight button.
Yep.
Alright, let's do it. Whee. Oh, bam.
Ah! Wait, no, wrong thing.
Oh.
Ah! That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekamaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything. Could it be his sleep mode? When Nekamaru's good night button is pressed, all of his functions shut down and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right? I see. So that's how.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekamaru would have just moved along with it.
Hold on, let me pull out the truth gun here. Alright, in order. Wire, door handle.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
He's getting destroyed this class.
Are you calling me a pest? A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekamaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be?
And why do I have to think of it when she's about to explain it? Alright, so it's either wire or broken doorknob.
Yeah, let's wait and see what happens.
If you arrange it in a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator. So you're telling us all I'm actually involved to think about the arrangement, right? The arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious!
Let me talk.
Isn't it about time we got over the pillar again? What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say? Silence, pest! Don't be so cold!
You're actually being helpful, come on!
What if I start to enjoy it?
No! What the fuck? No!
Give me a moment. Rhino, I think maybe you should get the pervert next game because I don't think you really got him this game.
I got terror.
You did, yeah, but he stayed around for like an hour.
If it helps, there might be two that qualify.
Better get one of them.
You get the more pervy one then.
Nope, that one's taken.
If Nekamaru's inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation?
And that was a minor thing, not a constant thing.
Okay, let's see. Broken doorknob. It's. I think we need to consent with Fuyuhiko. Do we use the broken doorknob or the wire? Because the broken doorknob is what he's saying already.
Wire, since he's saying broken doorknob.
Yeah. If it's not this, then we'll try broken doorknob.
Yeah.
Consent!
Between two dudes, nice.
Progressive. And somehow less creepy.
Between you two guys.
I mean, hey, Pekko's already dead, so... I mean, didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire. Now, if I recall, every time there's consent, somebody butts in and we have to argue with them. Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru? The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob, if they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right, he was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode, tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the door to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Great Tower, and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Even as a robot, he has a snot bubble.
Well, he does have soda in there. That's right, he was so well hung. Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death. Here we go! I knew it was gonna happen! It happens every time! So what if they created a drop? There's no way you could make him fall and die with just that! Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
You loosened the screws on the doorknob.
To be fair though, I'll give him this. This is a legitimate question. It has an answer that we know of, but it is a legitimate question. Because even if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Alright. Oh, maybe the pillar was used to smash the door handle.
I actually have something else in mind. Let's go through this first, though. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, right? How would they make... There's no one in the tower. There's no way they could do that. Here's what Kazuichi's wondering. It seems certain that difference in elevation inside the tower is used to kill Nekomaru. Need to find the answer and counter Kazuichi's remarks.
Be careful, you only have so many cuts.
We're good enough. Good enough.
Like,
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to sleep mode. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator. Upside down text!
He says, thanks to him, I figured it out. And kablamo.
Haha! Consent! Wait, what? What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
He would thrash.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up? He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that. And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung from the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer, too? Well, that's probably it. If they knew he'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up. The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... Full power! Oh.
He loosened it.
That's really what it was. And that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find. I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death. You finally understand now? Yeah, it appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Bullshit.
I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so. No, I believe you gave your all. Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
I just discovered a new fetish, and now you won't help me.
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course you know that too, right?
Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I could think of that happened to him was he collided with the pillar. Cola came out of his eyes! Ah, cola! When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Which knocked it over.
Finally, the pillar.
That's how the stain was on the top.
Yeah.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place. See, I told you the pillar was a weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that or if it was just a coincidence.
Why must you take away my victory?
At this point,
Because I am the buzzkill right now.
it is
I will
quite
punch you.
difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
You will miss because I am lucky.
And what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangster!
What did you say?
I
The
said
alarm-
stop calling me baby gangster!
Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
No, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I!
We were all there.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Great Tower before 7 a.m.
And if I found Nekomaru's body there, it should have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off. It appears yet another contradiction has been burned. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7 o'clock? That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another.
Pause.
What?
Someone changed the clocks in the towers.
Yeah, we
But
already figured that out.
Didn't I say
Okay.
that? I swore I said that.
Not like in game, but we already because Fuyuhiko apparently. Wait, no, that wasn't it. What was the thing that he?
Wall clock. Oh no, wait.
There was.
Connie's account?
I think it's literally just the radio clock one.
Okay,
It says,
there was.
is-
Okay, put.
Akane's account. Look at it, please.
It wasn't Akane's account, I don't. Like, Akane's account is that. Okay, yeah, that has to do with it, but it's like. What I was thinking of is Nagito told Fuyuhiko to go around and look at all the clocks, and Fuyuhiko was like, yeah, they all match, they all say the same thing.
Did Fuyuhiko not have an account?
He had an account, but his account was different. Oh! Just remembered something else. Monokuma said that everyone skipped Monokuma Tai Chi, even though we had showed up before it would have started. So that's another that's another bit of proof that the time was messed with. And the only reason he didn't come and punish and kill us was because Nekomaru was dead by then.
Yep.
Or at least he saw Nekomaru strung up and was like, I want to see what happens. And I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
Now, what is the exact clue? Is it like Monokuma? Do we have a Monokuma account that everyone skipped? Wall clock.
Well, let's wait and see what the things are.
Radio clock, maybe?
It's probably radio clock. Let's wait and see what happens, though. We headed for Great Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain. There'll probably be someone... But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m. Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion. The killer probably did some tampering. Probably messed with the
there you
clock
go.
inside Nekomaru's chest.
There you go.
That's gotta be it. Also, snap my button. Sorry.
Your arm that caused Nekomaru's death bring it to
Actually, I don't think she would say sorry. I don't think she cares.
Yeah, she doesn't seem the type who cares.
Yeah, no, she was just gonna go skinny dipping at the beginning of the game.
No, his clock's too good! Yeah, I know his cock's good. What? What?
What?
No, the
I
clock...
mean, she
clock-
did like doing that stuff, so.
The clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Not that clock.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with. The clock inside Grape House. Now, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked out all the clocks.
Because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks have the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding. I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
It's time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Logic dive.
Whee!
Yay,
Logic dive.
skateboarding!
Is there something like this in the third game, though?
Rhino would
Yeah.
be the one to know. Okay, good, cool. I find this fun.
It's something similar.
It's better to do this than just freaking Hangman's Gambit every time.
Yeah.
What did Hajime and the others misunderstand?
The time in the building.
I mean, we also misunderstand who the killer is, but yeah. So technically, two of them are correct. Wee 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 wee
Oh.
wee.
Ooh, ooh.
I'm on the edge of glory.
You hanging out a moment with someone?
Which alarm clock was tampered with? Or which
Building
clock was tampered
clock.
with? The building clocks. Woo, 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 woo.
I don't see why this required extreme thought.
Well, it requires extreme thought to be careful about getting to the right spots.
Hajime, what are you doing? I'm imagining myself skateboarding. What?
That's how I think.
Which house had the wrong time? Both houses.
Yep.
Fire Emblem, both houses.
You know, I never finished that game.
Hoo-yah!
Well, what do you consider finishing Fire Emblem Three Houses?
I haven't gotten through the second chapter.
Of what route?
Yeah, I would consider finishing it
First
to be...
route.
I consider
Okay,
it...
yeah.
So, real quick, I would say, if you beat one route, you've finished it. If you beat
Actually,
all the routes, if you
got
beat
the
all the
relic
routes,
sword
you've
back.
completed it. There's a difference as far as
I got that relic sword, and then I was unable to continue.
Especially because I know one route has a divergence.
Guys, let's talk about Fire Emblem. I figured it out. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko? You also said that Bernadetta is the best character. Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time, and that is absolutely true. But what if all those clocks have been messed with? What, all the clocks? So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Shh, so that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic.
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go.